Welcome back to another video. Today I'm testing 4 different jump starters and air compressors. I'm not here to waste your time. I want to get straight to business and talk about the pros and cons of each one. I'm going to start with the cheapest one, which surprisingly did kind of better in some cases than the most expensive one, which is interesting. The first test I wanted to do is to see if we can pump up the Miata's tires from 0 PSI up to 26 PSI. And it was able to do it without any issues. And it did it in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Kind of slow, but was able to do the job. I built a camper van, my Ram ProMaster, and I like to push its limits.
Yeah, baby.
So to do that, I need to drop the tires PSI to 50 PSI. So I want to see if it was able to pump up the tire from 50 PSI to 80 PSI. Although it was stated that its max PSI is 160 PSI, pumped non-stop and overheated at 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Another significantly important thing I wanted these to do is be able to jump start my van or Miata or what have you. I went ahead and pulled the fuel fuse so that the Miata can crank non-stop. And it was able to crank the Miata 3 different times. 12 seconds, then 9 seconds, which is not bad for the price of this unit. The big issue with this unit is that it has 10 gauge wires, and these wires got hot while I was jump starting. Started beeping. Very hot wires, very hot. So instead of packing this pack full of junk that no one really cares about, remove all that and just put higher gauge wires on there to make this unit a little less sketchy. I bought this for $89. It goes on sale pretty frequently for $62. Let's move on to the second cheapest one. The Gulu A5, my goodness. I am impressed with it, to say the least, all right? It pumped up my Miata tires from 0 to 26 in 1 minute 30 seconds. Pretty fast. The gauge was accurate, and it was able to pump up my Ram ProMaster tires from 50 to 80 in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Now that's a long time, longer than I'd want it to be. However, it is 3 times cheaper than this, and it was able to pump up all the tires around the van from 60 and 65 PSI to its recommended PSI of 75 and 80 PSI on all the tires. So it just pumped up all the tires, and it still has 3 batteries. Oh, so the bigger battery does make a difference. It was able to spin that starter for 21 seconds, 19 seconds, then 12 seconds, a total of 52 seconds. That's pretty dang good. Cable's hot, not as hot though as the Jaeger, but still hot. We're at half a battery. And it does have 8 gauge jump starter wires, which is what it needs compared to the 10. And its carrying case is my favorite out of all 4 of them, compared to the Noka, which I'll show you how annoying it is in a second when we get to annoying stuff. Now the third cheapest or second most expensive one is the DeWalt jump starter. It can do all the things, just not superiorly, right? I can do it all, but not that great. I was able to pump up the Miata tires from 0 to 26 in 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So that's roughly 45 seconds slower than the Gulu, but faster than the Jaeger. It was able to pump up my van's tires up to 79.9 PSI. It got stuck at 79.9 for a very long time, and I just let it run. And it kept running for 12 minutes and 41 seconds until I decided to turn it off because it was literally smoking from the compressor. And now I just won't get past 79.9, and I don't want to cook it too bad because, as you can see, it's already cooking like a barbecue inside there. It got to 130 degrees Celsius, which is extremely hot. This is what it is in Fahrenheit. And smoke started coming out of this at 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, this does have a sealed lead acid battery inside of here, so compared to the other three, it's not lithium. So this is an old school unit, just modernized. Freezing temperatures, sealed lead acid, that's the way to go. If you're in freezing temperatures all the time, you don't want lithium ion battery. It can charge with this 500 watts, just fine, and charge with the 12 volt, just fine. And you know, it is a pretty impressive little device, but just not what I'm looking for. Which brings me to the state-of-the-art Noco. So, Nocos, I've seen so many comments of people saying, I have my Noco jump starter in my shop. I have it all the time. That's just great. I have an issue with this jump starting capabilities. Huge issue, which kind of drives me crazy at $300. This costs $300. Anyways, let's talk about its compressor. The compressor is actually insanely impressive. It pumped up my Miata tires from 0 to 26 in 42 seconds. 42 seconds. What is that? That's like twice as fast as this. But it's twice as fast, worth it if it's 3 times the price. When I pumped up my Ram ProMaster tires from 50 to 80 PSI, yes, it pumped them up in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. That's fast. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. That is crazy. That's a fast pump up. It actually pumped the tires so fast that I kept kicking off and on as it pumped up the tires, because it was confusing its own pressure reading. However, I tried to pump up all the tires like I did with the Gulu, and it could only do 1.5 tires. Why? Because of its small battery bank. At 31.8 watt hours of battery for $300. Now that leads me to the jump starting capabilities. These are the cables. It's the shortest of the bunch. However, it is 6 gauge wires. It cannot jump start a purely dead battery. It just will not do it. Wow. It won't even jump the car with a dead battery. I tried everything, tried pressing all the buttons, but it just won't jump start a dead battery. It needs to be a battery with a little bit of charge. So yeah, I was really hoping that this was gonna stand out, but in a good way, and it did not. I wasted a lot of money on this, and this is the winner in my book. If you need something, this carrying case is by far the coolest and most convenient compared to the $300 one. Let me show you how annoying that one is. You get this limp sack and you put it in there, you know, and this is what it looks like. I mean, it's high quality stuff, but put a bigger battery in it, let it jump start a dead battery. Anyways, that's my complete breakdown of these 4 units. It depends what you want and how you want it. I personally like this one the best for my use case scenario. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. This is Chris. Always appreciate and respect another. I'll see you next time.